Have you ever tried to get something done with a US government agency and just felt completely overwhelmed? I mean, whether you're starting a business, navigating your immigration status, or just filing your taxes, it can feel like you're trying to solve an impossible puzzle. But what if the key to this whole maze was hiding in plain sight, in a place you probably overlooked dozens of times? It really is a true alphabet soup of agencies and forms, right? You've got the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, for one. And then there's USCIS, which is U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Each one has its own set of rules, its own unique language. And let's not forget the Small Business Administration, the SBA, with its own, you guessed it, mountain of paperwork. And then there are others you might not have even heard of, like the Executive Office for Immigration Review, or EOIR. It is so easy to feel completely lost in all this. And just when you think you have the agencies down, the forms start coming, like the 1099-K, if you're part of the gig economy, or maybe the I-94 arrival record for visitors. It really feels like each one is more confusing than the last. So yeah, you're trying to follow the rules, but it feels like the rulebook is written in a whole other language. So what's the secret? How do you cut through all this confusion? Well, believe it or not, the solution is much simpler than you think. It's not about memorizing every agency, but about knowing exactly where to find the single source of truth for all of them. And here it is, the .gov domain. That's it. That's your guide. Official U.S. government websites always end in .gov. This simple check is your guarantee that the information is accurate, it's secure, and it's free. If a site doesn't have that .gov at the end, that's a huge red flag. Okay, let's break this down. On one side, you have the official .gov websites. That's your direct line to secure, up-to-date information. On the other side, you've got all these unofficial sources, which can be a total minefield of misinformation, outdated advice, or even scams trying to get you to pay for what's supposed to be free government services. So, how can you put this .gov rule into practice? Let's start with immigration and citizenship. This is a journey millions of people undertake, and the digital tools available today can make it so much smoother. For many people, the first step is creating a USCIS online account over at my.USCIS.gov. Just think of it as your personal portal for your entire immigration journey. You can apply for benefits, upload documents, pay fees, and track the status of your case, all in one secure place. It saves you so much time and gives you real peace of mind. And it goes beyond just applications. There are some really powerful verification tools out there too. The SAVE program, which stands for Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements, is what allows federal, state, and local agencies to verify your immigration status when you apply for things like a driver's license or healthcare. And get this, the efficiency is pretty impressive. 85% of the time, the SAVE system provides a response to an agency in just 3 to 5 seconds. I mean, this really shows how technology is streamlining processes that used to take weeks or even months to sort out. All right, let's switch gears and open the door for all you entrepreneurs and small business owners out there. Managing taxes can be one of the most daunting parts of running a business, but the IRS has actually built a dedicated digital hub to help you out. You're going to want to head to IRS.gov/smallbiz. And what you'll find is the Small Business and Self-Employed Tax Center. It's basically a one-stop shop with all these free tools. From applying for an employer identification number, your EIN, to learning about different business structures, managing your tax account online, and even finding industry-specific tax info. But what happens when you follow the rules? You've used the .gov sites, and you still run into problems. What if the system itself just doesn't seem to be working fairly for you? Well, you're not alone. There are actually official, independent advocates built right into the system, and they're designed to be your voice when you can't get a resolution. First, for any tax issues, there's the Taxpayer Advocate Service, or TAS.
Now, the important thing here is that it's an independent organization within the IRS. If you're facing a significant hardship because of a tax problem you just can't resolve through the normal channels, TAS can step in to help, and their service is always free. And this really gets to the heart of their mission. As DC taxpayer advocate Disner Alexander says, every taxpayer has rights, and TAS is there to make sure you're treated fairly and that your voice is finally heard.
And it's a similar idea for small businesses. If you're facing unfair or excessive federal regulations, we're talking repeated audits or unjust fines, the SBA's National Ombudsman is your ally. They act as an impartial liaison to help your business resolve these complex issues with federal agencies.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that this complex maze actually has clear, well-lit pathways. The key isn't knowing every single turn, it's just knowing how to use the map. From creating a USCIS account to manage your immigration case, to using the IRS Small Business Tax Setter to manage your company's finances, these resources are all designed to help you navigate the system successfully and to do it on your own. The government has invested in these digital tools to make the process more transparent and accessible for everyone. The resources are there, waiting for you, and they're all built on that simple but powerful .gov rule. So the door is open. The only question left is, will you walk through it?